Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest Expanded, and we've entered the Tournament Master little abode here because, well, I have now found that there is indeed a hotfix for the ignore pain problem. Because obviously, as I said in the previous episode, I couldn't go through the, the conversation to actually learn this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn it. It's gonna cost me 15,000? Okay, well, never mind. I thought to myself, you know what? It's probably gonna be very cheap, isn't it? It's probably gonna be super cheap. And the reason why I thought it was gonna be super cheap is because we're playing a character like this that is indeed a massive, lumbering, mean, lean, murdering machine. Yeah, okay, fine. Anyway, the point is, I thought to myself we were going to have an easy time affording this. I did actually have, or shall we say, yeah, did have, I guess. I did have about 20,000 gold, but I have now spent that on enterprises. Okay, so I've purchased a Weavery and Dye Works in Nuln, and I purchased an ironworks in Altdorf, and hopefully that's going to be relatively good. This fellow is literally just going to run in here and die instantaneously, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he can get a couple of kills? It would be nice if he could actually kill something, but unfortunately we are, we're Umyuk. Yes, we are Umyuk, and this fellow, I didn't really want him to die, you see. So I'm kind of hoping that, me just killing everyone, I mean, he had 62%, he has 62%, so that's actually okay. Now, I didn't realize this, but thank you to someone in the comments, because I didn't realize this, but ogres apparently have wounds, and, well, if you don't know anything about, tabletop or, anything about the Warhammer universe in general, then wounds is something that provides you with some kind of regeneration after winning battles, as far as I can tell, at least. And apparently ogres have that. They have wounds 3, according to someone in the comments. So I very much appreciate you letting me know that, because that means that we don't have to be as desperate to get a medic companion in any way. We don't really have to worry about that too much. So I'm pretty happy with that. That means that I can kind of relax a bit more, and I can just, go wherever I want and take any companions that we like, I mean, I'm obviously going to be taking a look and making sure... Ooh. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm actually very disappointed right now. I'm very, very disappointed. Mostly because I really badly want to get Eleanor. She is absolutely fantastic for looting skill. It would be amazing if we could get her, but I know for a fact she is much too expensive for us. However, if we go into that nearby dungeon, I think we might have a really, really good shot at being able to earn enough money for us to be able to do that. Unfortunately, nothing here is actually suitable for me, so I'm just going to sell everything that I can here. As you can see, I have equipped my Janissary Officer Musket, and I will be using this. I will be using this if I need to kill a ranged character that is out of range of my big bonking stick, and yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Obviously, shooting a gun does, in general, have a bit of a problem. Going in and shooting a gun in a dungeon, probably not the best idea, but we're gonna just do it nevertheless if we need to. Okay, if we need to. I'm not gonna do that consistently, but I will do that if necessary. Now, I don't have any ward save, just bear that in mind as well. I do need to get to level 30 to be able to do that, but hopefully now that we have... Well, as you can see, now that we have much higher level opponents, we should have a pretty easy time of gaining that experience. Or at least I hope so, because then we can streamline our way over to ward save, and we can hopefully have something cool happen there. Now, I have to be a little bit careful here, because it is possible for me to die. If I get shot in the face by a big bullet or two, then we're going to have some issues. I basically just wanted to continue onward there. I could have tried to find the chest, but, I'm just going to continue onward in that particular level, because I was a bit worried that I would get shot from somewhere and die. But I really do need to... There we go. There's another chest right here. This is actually going to be really, really nice for me because this is going to let me know a variety of locations that the chests may have been in the other Warsword Conquest, because I have never been able to find a chest on certain levels, and I've always been extremely surprised about where it might be, or shall we say curious about where it might be. And it seems like, what? I had no idea a chest could be up here. Wow. Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. I had no idea that something could be up here. That's really kind of amazing. Okay, I like that. Yeah, these particles really make a huge difference, I gotta say. They really do. I mean, obviously, if you want to look around and you want to keep a little sense of mystery about it, then obviously that's absolutely fine. But for me personally, I've looked to great exhaustion throughout a number of different levels, and I just can't find some of them. It's really quite mind-boggling. Not entirely sure why, but anyway, there you go. We are able to absolutely murder them. Oh yes, look at me. I'm the Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman of javelins sticking in our body right there. Alright, so this should be pretty easy for us. Ah, this is actually one of the levels where I am very bad at finding the chest. Ah. Here? Oh, that is a sneaky place. Oh, that is a sneaky place. I never would have seen that. Not in a million years. Okay, so we do have a vampire blade here, the Lamian enchanted blade. We also have... Woo! Okay, this allows me to basically dual wield. This is a shield from the Dark Elves. Technically a shield, but it is used like a dual wielding sword. So technically I could use that if I wanted to. Should I? I mean, it's going to look super weird, I guess. Actually, you know what? Maybe it doesn't look that weird. Maybe it doesn't look that weird. Maybe it's kind of cool, because this allows me to block those pesky javelins. I'm actually not entirely sure if it allows me to block those. Does it? Does it have enough? It might just be for parrying or something, because as you can see, it's not really blocking anything for me right now, so it might just be that it is for parrying in melee combat rather than... I mean, it wouldn't be surprising to me, to be honest, that it would just be for melee, because, well, if you think about it from a logical perspective, it's not really very likely that you're going to be able to block a bullet or an arrow with a blade, right? So, makes sense. Why am I getting killed by magic, by the way? What was the magic that was killing me right there? As I said, I do have to be a little bit careful. I am almost dying right now. I am almost dying, so let me just see. Make sure that we're not... Okay, no, we're fine. Oh, hello. We need to make sure that we don't get absolutely murdered by something by surprise. There we have it. Okay. Yeah, so my wounds are unfortunately not really helping me right now. There's the chest. That's a very easy to spot chest. Let me just go in first person here. Okay, ooh, a Dark Elf Repeater crossbow, as well as a battered Dwarven King helm. Nice. Okay. Very nice indeed. Okay, now let me see if I can... I'm just going to stay in first person for the moment, because I think that's probably going to make a bit of a difference. Yeah, I've got to be a little bit careful here. I do have a healing potion, just bear that in mind. I do have one, so I will be keeping an eye on that. But knowing me, I might very well be too slow to press the button in time. Oh no. Am I not going to be able to get down here? Yeah. I might... oh, no. There we go. They added a nice little shortcut for ogres. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. I'm not entirely sure if that was specifically for ogres, but I found it nevertheless. Maybe it was just supposed to be a trapdoor or something, but, you know, whatever the case, I'm using it as a shortcut. Thank you. That was very, very nice of them. Okay, so, no, I cannot exit while enemies are nearby, so I'm going to shoot this guy. Oh, okay, apparently I'm not. Should I... You know what? I'm just going to use the healing potion. I'm just going to use the healing potion because I am super paranoid about me dying now. No, he would have missed. He would have missed. But there's no guarantee that that would have happened, right? There's no guarantee, so... Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that decision. Oh no! It's this one! Oh yeah, this is hilarious. Okay, well, I get to actually take revenge on this particular level, because, no offense right now, but this level is incredibly difficult if you're playing this on a normal character at the very beginning of the game. because you're not going to have anything cool like ward save or ignore pain or anything like that, and you're just going to get absolutely swarmed very, very fast. As you can see right here, if I wasn't killing all of these enemies in one hit, I would be having some massive issues right now. It would be very, very tricky. I actually want to know, do we have the ability to get some ogre units? I think we probably do, right? But we're going to have to rely on mercenaries, I think, mostly for that. There we go. Okay, where is the exit? I always forget where the exit is in this place. Is it this way? No, I don't think so, right? No, I don't think that's the case. Because there is a, I think a fake door somewhere that we can go in, right? Is it this one? I'm actually not entirely sure. I always forget which one it is because I always die here. That's the funny thing. I've very rarely been able to even complete this particular level. So it might very well be... you know what? Let me try and find the chest first. I think that's probably going to be more impactful for us. Alright, there we go. I found the chest, a masterwork bow, a venomous assassin star, chipped great axe, and a potion of curing. Very nice indeed. Okay, so this is obviously not it. Yeah, now this is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? I'm going to have an issue, I think, finding this. Alright, so it looks like I have indeed found the exit. As you can see, it's right here behind one of these. And you don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to attack it or anything like that, like I thought. And we can just go straight on into the depths. And there's the chest straight away. I already know where this is, of course, because I've found this one multiple times. This is not too bad. This is a very... I gotta say, I feel like the orc... What is it now? Orc weapons? That's it? Oh, yeah. The word is weapon. Yes. Yeah, the orc weapons that we found here are very cool because, as you can see, they can be used as melee as well as thrown weapons. I think that's the first time I've seen those, which is kind of funny, considering they've probably been in the game for a while, I guess. I don't actually know whether that's a new addition or not, but all I know is that I am very much enjoying the Expanded. Yes, I'm very much enjoying that. Just purely because there's a number of very nice things that have been added, which I very much appreciate. And, well, I'm very excited to see the giant units. The giant units are no doubt going to be super, super impactful as well. Okay, so, this one's an easy one. Okay, we don't have to really worry about this too much. Unfortunately, we are up against goblins. This might be a little bit difficult, because they are going to poison me, as you can see right there. I'm going to actually run for it. I'm literally just going to run for it right now. Mostly because I want to try to drag them into like a bottleneck situation, so they're not going to be able to, you know, surround me. But this should be pretty easy, I think. Alright, there you go. We managed to get past those guys really, really easily, actually. Gather your loot and exit the dungeon. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we get? This cloak provides a 5+ ward save in snowy terrain. Okay, now technically that would actually be really, really nice, but unfortunately for me right now, I have already gained something that is amazing. As you can see right here, I might actually be using a bow going forward, because if I can find one of those legendary bows, for example, I feel like having +4 power draw, +4 horse archery is going to be insane. So I'm thinking maybe that's what we want to do. Do we actually want to create an ogre horse archer? An ogre horse archer, is that actually even doable? I guess it might be, to a certain degree, but yeah, anyway, we're going to go on to Middenheim here, and, well, we can obviously recruit some people. I think I'm going to start recruiting some Northern Imperial recruits. Yes, yes, we'll get some of those. Hello there. Okay, these guys want to fight? I'm still poisoned. No, I'm still poisoned. Yes, that's obviously something, maybe a potential reason for us to get some constitution. You know, that's the thing. Get some constitution, and then the poison is not going to be making so much of a difference. But as you can see, we're moving so slowly because of that. It's very annoying. Alright, so we're now in, well, in a battle with these guys. Obviously, we were in a battle before, but I decided to skip to the part where we actually start bonking them. Yes, and they are very much enjoying it, as you can see. Nice and easy. I actually wonder how it's going to be to use something other than an ogre weapon. I actually don't know whether we should even do that, to be honest, because I don't know. How is it going to be to use a bow? That's the question. I am actually very, very intrigued by that, because I have never played. I've never played as an ogre. I feel like it could be a lot of fun. Okay, I guess we'll just go for the spearman. These are basically Kislev, aren't they? Yeah, well, kind of. Nah, not really. They just follow a different way of it, I guess. A different god or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, let's just do this. I am not going to take anything else. I do need to sell. That is something that I wanted to do beforehand, but unfortunately these guys decided to attack me first, which is not very nice of them, is it? No. Okay, so we do have 4 in power draw. Hilariously enough, it says you don't have the required skills or attributes for this weapon. So apparently I don't have +4 power draw. Maybe it is a fact that we need to spec into it, and then once we spec into it, then we will have the amount. You know, then we'll have what is provided by the headpiece. I'm going to assume that that's the case. Anyway, we're just going to sell everything else. There really isn't any much point to keeping the other stuff. Hilariously enough, actually, you know what? Wait a minute. This stuff might actually be good for our companion, so I'm going to keep some of that, and we might want to keep that basic pistol as well. Let's just sell this. Yeah, sell that, and there we go. That's going to have to be it. And we're just going to have a look and see exactly what he's wearing, because obviously he's a pirate. This guy is absolutely terrible, though, isn't he? Yeah, no, he at least has 8 strength. He at least has 8 strength. What happens if I put the ogre? Okay, that is hilarious. If I put the ogre head on him, he looks like an ogre. That is very funny. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be giving him my cartridges so that he can actually use his pistol. And he is using an absolutely terrible weapon. So we are going to have to do something about that. Now, we are going to tell him to upgrade his skills automatically, but the question is, what do we want to give him? Because he is mostly a trading character, as you can see right there, and he also has 6 in constitution. That is hilarious. This is such a hilarious character, because he's only level 2. He's only level 2, and yet he has 4 in trade and 6 in constitution and 3 in inventory management, and that's it. What a strange fellow he is. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to give him something. So what are we gonna do? I'm thinking Weapon Master. I'm thinking Power Strike, I'm thinking Iron Flesh, and I'm thinking... What else? What else could be good with him? I guess trainer skill to a certain degree. I don't really want him to be riding on a horse, that's the thing. We don't want him to be riding on a horse, so I'm going to assume... just those things, yeah. So Iron Flesh, Power Strike, Weapon Master, and Athletics. I think that's probably what's going to be good here. So let's choose what attribute he's going to increase. He's going to increase Strength, I guess. And let's go for Weapon Master first, and then we'll go with Power Strike, I suppose. I mean, that's going to make him a lot better in melee, at least. Let's go for Iron Flesh now. Let's see, where is that? Where is it? There it is. And the 4th skill is going to be Athletics, I guess. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, so I now have 9,300 gold, and I'm hopeful that Eleanor is still going to be hit. Yes, she is. Okay, cross your fingers and hope that she is actually going to be affordable for us. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's see. 5,000 only. Yes! There we go. Absolutely fantastic. This is perfect. Oh yeah, that is amazing. Okay, so we got a ransom broker here. We have Darius. Actually, wait a minute. We might have some. We might have something cool to buy from him, because I mean, it's 4,000, right? We only have 4,000 gold, so it's not really a huge amount. But I know for a fact that he sells some stuff for very cheap prices, potentially. You can see here, this is also a fantastic weapon. This could be something that we could use ourselves. So maybe me speccing into Power Draw would be the way to go. That sounds pretty fun. Maybe it sounds pretty fun. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to use for an ogre, but I feel like, hey, why not? You know, why not? Okay, yeah, so most of this stuff is not going to be super useful. Feathered arrows, as you can see right here. There's the sort of striking which we've used to great effect with our Tomb King. Yeah, and we obviously have these, which provides +4 to horse archery as well. Hilariously enough, I as I say, I'm not sure if we're going to mount anything right now, but it could be fun. It could be hilarious to go for something like that. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything here that I could potentially get. I could get this, which would be hilarious, because you could see here, this is 5,800, and it is an insane weapon, but it doesn't have anything specific about it that can actually be that helpful. Berserker Axe. Huh. The question is, isn't this going to look... Oh, it looks insanely huge on an ogre. Okay, you know what? It's only 2,300. I'm just going to buy it, okay? I'm just going to buy it, just because I think this could be hilariously fun. I do think that the Death Piercer Glaive is probably going to be more effective, because as you can see, it does have that 16% chance of instant kill every single hit. But the Berserker Axe, I think it seems pretty cool. Obviously, it is a two-handed... the Ogre Club can crush through blocks, which is going to be the main reason why we're probably going to switch back to it, all intents and purposes, but I kind of want to level up my two-handed a little bit as well. And there is Genevieve again. Unfortunately, we don't have enough money to get her at the moment. Or do we? Because I actually forgot to give myself the cash for the dungeons that we've completed. Because obviously I completed Dungeon Difficulty 2, and that in turn, as I explained to you in the previous episode, that in turn gives us 20,000 to spend. And so I thought, okay, let's do that. You know, let's do that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be getting her. I have no idea whether she's actually going to get on with any of our people, but if she doesn't, then that's just how things are going to have to be. Now, as you can see, look at how insane Eleanor is, by the way. Pathfinding 7, spotting skill 6, looting 6. Absolutely amazing. This fellow, on the other hand, he is completely useless in comparison to Eleanor. I gotta say, I'm actually a little bit sad, a little bit sad for him, because he's really not going to be very useful now, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, we're going to put him in the Archer group. We're going to put Genevieve in the Archer group as well as Eleanor too. Is everyone in the Archer group? Yep, everyone's in the Archer group. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, so Genevieve, as you can see, she is indeed a medic, which is hilarious. We're probably not going to be needing to use her as a medic, but for everyone that we have in our party, I think it's going to be useful, right? I think it's going to be relatively good for her to be available for that reason. Oh yeah, by the way, I did level up 6 times, obviously, in that dungeon run, so we should probably spec into something, shouldn't we? So what are we going to spec into? Well, I'm thinking right now that we do need to spec into some charisma, because leadership is going to be a thing that we probably want to get at some point in the future, and there's no time like the present, right? So we're going to go for 12 points in charisma here. And then I guess I'll just continue increasing some strength, because as I said before, I would like to get some power draw skill. Do I even want to do that though? That's the question. Do I even want to do that? I don't know. But I do know that we're going to be specking some leadership here. Let's get 4 in leadership. Then we'll spec 2 additional points in power draw. I think we might as well do that. I think that sounds pretty fun to me. I don't know. I think it's fun. We can always respec if we don't like it. Technically, you can if you want to. I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I think it could be kind of cool for us to try that out. And let's go and see if we can fight some people, shall we? Let's go and see if we can fight some chaos trolls or something like that. Oh, we have some forest goblins over here. 61. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work. What about wild chaos trolls? These guys are going to be insanely difficult, aren't they? And I'm using a new weapon, which is really not very good, and I'm still poisoned. Well, this is pretty bad, isn't it? This is pretty bad for me. Possibly. Okay. Well, that was an instant kill. Okay, yeah. Well, okay. Oh, okay. No, these guys don't know what they're doing, apparently. They don't know what they're doing. This is an insanely massive weapon on an ogre, I gotta say. This is hilarious. So basically, every single weapon that you equip seems to scale to the size of the ogre. We are the same size as the trolls now! That's so fun! That is so fun, because usually we are so small in comparison to them, so this is hilarious. These guys are obviously really, really difficult, as you might expect. Okay, oh, nice. Look at that experience gain. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. Let's try and live if we can. No, 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 don't get killed, don't get killed. Come on, Eleanor, you've got to do this. You've got to make sure that we survive. There we go, I'm using my range. No, don't die, don't die. I'm using my range, using the range. Don't die. Come on now. No, no, no. Oh, the mounted unit came in and he murdered us. Wow, we managed to do it just about. I can't believe it. But there you go. 19 renown right there. Okay, not bad at all. And I am going to be taking those wild chaos trolls. We could potentially even try to get them. We could try to actually get them in our party if we can try to, shall we say, persuade them to join us or something like that. Okay, so we do have a battered Chaos Warrior helm here. We got some riding, some mounts and things like that. Not really going to do anything with that. And we have some lancers and stuff like that too. Yeah, not really going to do anything with that either. For me personally, it feels like I should just go into dungeons. I feel like dungeons are so incredibly impactful. I feel like they're really, really useful for us. And maybe that's something that we want to continue doing. I don't know. That's the thing, you see. It's a little bit of a weird situation, because on the one hand, I kind of feel like, well, dungeons, are they fun for you to watch? That's the question, because I personally find them a lot of fun. I think they're really, really cool, because obviously now with the updated loot table and stuff like that, we don't really have to feel like we're going to be, you know, out of luck every single time we go and, you know, loot a chest. The chest is actually going to be useful. So I personally really like that, but obviously maybe you don't. I don't know, maybe you don't. Anyway, let's just level up our power draw some more. Yeah, my two-handed is obviously really, really... I'm not entirely convinced right now. It's got a great weapon reach. And I'm just wondering, would I have killed these ogres faster with the ogre club? I mean, not these ogres, these trolls. Would I have killed the trolls faster with the ogre club? That's the question. We have to be a little bit careful now. I don't really want to get attacked by anything else right here, because we are indeed licking our wounds. So, yes, let's make our way back to Middenheim a little bit here. And do we... Yep, no, they still have 0 gold here. Kind of unfortunate. Let's go to Altdorf instead and actually see if we can sell some stuff onward here. We've got 6,000 available. Okay, nice, nice. Let's, I'm gonna sell this. It feels to me, yeah, as you can see, it does have size 2. In other words, it's not gonna block projectiles. So, yeah, it is primarily for melee, which is actually a very cool little detail right there. I like that. Anyway, yeah, I'll keep the Berserker Axe. I'll keep the Berserker Axe just in case. And, oh yeah, I should probably keep that horse as well, because we're probably going to be needing it to speed ourselves up somewhat. And we're going to sell everything else, though. We're going to sell absolutely every single thing. We'll sell the... Actually, selling the White Cloak is not actually necessary right now. I think we're just going to be giving that to one of our companions. And we now have 10,000 gold once again. So who do we want to give this to? I guess we'll give it to Eleanor, because she is, in fact... beasting everyone in sight. Actually, wait a minute. She could use the Dwarven Helmet. The Dwarven Helmet looks absolutely ridiculous on her, though. So, I guess we'll give this to Bastiche. We'll give that to... Oh, no, he can't wear that. Of course he can't. Yes. What a classic. What a classic it is. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to be asking him, do you have any connections that we could use to our advantage? And he's going to go off and get us some right to rule, which I very much appreciate. But, yeah, let's actually see. Do we have any tournaments around here? How do I... Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to wait a little bit. I need to go into the arena because I now have the ability to get... Oh, wait, no, I don't. I keep thinking that Ignore Pain is going to be like 2,000, but obviously for an ogre, no, it is not. Okay, so I'm at 28%, unfortunately, 28%. Let me actually just go and see if I can recruit some of these guys. No one accepts the offer. Leadership skill helps the recruiting of troops of clashing cultures. Well, that's the reason why I spec'd into some. I have 4 in leadership right now. Apparently that's not good enough. So we will have to try and level that up a little bit more. Let's get some more Imperial recruits. And what do we have here? Some Chaos Zealots. Absolutely pointless for me to attack them, in my opinion, considering we just did battle against some Chaos Trolls and did a relatively good job. Obviously... the main reason why we even succeeded there is because of Eleanor and Genevieve, actually. They were the ones that carried the battle there. Anyway, we can do this. We can do this dungeon. Let's increase our difficulty once again. I am only going to be doing one run of each difficulty, and now we're going to be doing difficulty 3. Bear in mind, I am damaged, so I am not entirely sure if I'm even going to be able to achieve victory here, considering I don't have a healing potion, I don't have ward save, I don't have ignore pain, and it's very, very likely that the enemy has a bunch of ranged abilities, and they're probably going to be murdering me. So yeah, we're just going to try and see what happens. Maybe it would be nice enough for me to just gain some levels. And we've already gained a level. As you can see, I'm not actually able to really even kill anything because these guys are playing really, really well. Unfortunate for me. There we go. Okay. The problems of being an ogre. Yes. The problems of being an ogre. Yes, I'm gonna die soon, unfortunately. Yeah, there's just nothing I could do there. We took venom damage as well, as you could see. Yeah, so unfortunate for me that indeed happened, but that's okay, because I had a good time, you know? Not in that dungeon, but in the previous one. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.